Secrets of the Midnight Seas. On the west coast of the island of Barbados, on a small side road that stopped just before the jagged rocks turned into soft white sand, was a small coral-colored chateau house, tickled by several lush tamarind trees and guarded by the endless expanse of the sea. And inside, there lived two sisters, Oya and Adana. Oya, the younger of the two, was a single mother, working tirelessly to provide for her daughter, Lila. Adana, the elder sister, was a mysterious figure known for her elusive nature and sensual allure. Unknown to Oya, Adana harbored a dark secret. Every Tuesday night, under the cloak of darkness, she transformed into an evil mermaid, slipping away to an underwater kingdom that lay hidden way, way beneath the waves. It was a realm of the supernatural and both twisted and worldly desires, where Adana reigned as a high priestess. Anything could be granted there, but not without very costly prices that always included the exchange of God-ordained destinies for the unfortunate many. Oya, oblivious to her sister's true nature, entrusted Lila into Adana's care every Tuesday evening while she worked the night shift. Little did she know, Adana's intentions were far from kind. Taking advantage of Oya's absence, Adana would bring young Lila to the sea, always promising an evening of fun, snacks, and adventure. And on that particular evening, she wooed little Lila, with even braiding her hair in the style of two ponytails, which Lila loved so much to wear, along with a large bag of corn curls. But as soon as the sun set and the moon rose high in the sky, Adana's true attention surfaced. She would disappear in the depths of the ocean, leaving Lila alone on the shore for hours, her small heart pounding with fear as she clung to her toys for comfort. And when the morning would come, she would always be cautioned to never say a word to her mother, or anyone else at that. Adana had serious business deep in the ocean. She was a priestess who governed principalities that brought certain types of problems for the island. Sexual deviance, broken homes, drunkenness, and violence were her specialties. She was the spirit that the saints constantly prayed against. She was the spirit that provoked fasts and was consistently defeated. But she was tenacious. But not only was she a priestess, she was a wife and mother of hundreds of children. Nobody could figure out how a beautiful, attractive young woman like her was not married or dating anyone. What they did not know was that she had an entire family and occupation underneath the sea. One fateful Tuesday night, during a Wanan gibbous, Adana's sinister plans took a terrifying turn. Seconds after the midnight hour approached, she came out of the water, onto the shore, appearing as a half-woman and half-fish. And before Lila could realize the horror of who was before her, Adana dragged her into the swirling depths of the deepest, darkest of the Caribbean Sea, intent on initiating her niece into the dark rituals of the underwater kingdom. Lila would become a mermaid just like her wicked aunt. The waters churned with malice as Adana dragged her through tunnels of pearl and coral until they reached a beautiful, enchanted city, transporting poor Lila to the place where she had prepared to begin the initiation of an innocent soul. Creatures there, large and small, beautiful and grotesque, began to bow at the presence of Adana. But she paid them no attention, as a very important task was at hand, which the kingdom depended on. But Lila, though young in years, possessed a strength far greater than her aunt could have imagined. Partly raised by her great-grandmother on a foundation of faith, God, and resilience, she found herself embedded with a supernatural power. As Adana attempted to ensnare her in the clutches of darkness, Lila's unwavering faith acted like a shield, repelling the evil that sought to claim her. With a burst of divine energy, Lila broke free from Adana's grasp, and even though she could not swim and somehow had traveled thousands of miles down into the sea, found herself safe on the shore in an instant. The waves roared in protest as Adana's plans crumbled before her eyes. Her secret now exposed, she vanished beneath the depths, immediately summoned to be punished by the Prince of Darkness, who ruled the city in the ocean, the very ocean that had been her domain. Little Lila made her way off of the soft white sand, past the rocks, under the tamarind trees, and to the small coral chateau house where she lived. The door was unlocked. She jumped straight into her bed, covered herself with her favorite blanket that was quilted by her granny, still trying to process all that had happened, while thanking God at the same time. In the days that followed, whispers spread throughout that particular side of Bridgetown of Adana's mysterious disappearance. Oya mourned the loss of her sister, unaware of the sinister truth that lurked beneath the surface. But Lila knew the real story, a tale of darkness and a miracle of faith triumphing over evil. Several months had passed, and it was now crop over season, the season when the people were merry. However, Lila's mom was anything but merry, and still grieving the loss of her beloved sister. She was drawn daily to the ocean for peace. One particular day, when Lila had accompanied her mom to the ocean, she stood up upon the shore, gazing out at the vast expanse of the sea. She whispered a silent prayer for her aunt's soul, knowing that even in the darkest depths, there was always hope for redemption, and wondered if she would ever see her again. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Stay tuned for part 2. God bless.